Hello, 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 everyone in Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. I don't know where else we're broadcasting from. But, anyways, hi, everyone. Thanks for hopping on live. Just wanted to kind of go over with you a little thing that I put together. Oh, first of all, my name is Voltaire, and I have been helping businesses for the last, let's see, about 2.5 years now, reduce the overwhelm that a lot of owners feel by giving them a one-step action plan that they can take immediately to increase revenue and move the needle of their business forward. And it's not a million different things. It's not adding a bunch of services or anything like that. It is literally one step to do that you can take as a business owner to move that needle forward for you. And in turn, that'll reduce your stress, reduce your overwhelm, and all of that stuff. And if you want to find out more about it, go to kaizensigmaco.com, kaizensigmaco.com. That's my agency. And schedule a time to talk, and we'll talk and see if we can help you out. Okay, so let's get right into it. So today's live is going to be 9 tips for local businesses, especially those that are running brick and mortars. 9 tips that you need to implement today or last week or yesterday that'll help you be successful going forward in 2020. Now, these aren't very, very difficult steps to take. So these are just 9 simple tips to make sure that all of your I's and T's are crossed and dotted, however that saying goes. I'm not exactly sure, but you get what I'm saying. So let's get right into it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hopping on the live. I don't know who you are, but this thing is weird. It doesn't show me who's live. But hey, I could see you guys are there. Awesome. Awesome. Stick around. There might be a bonus at the end. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to just see how this goes. Let's just get into it. All right. First tip. Google My Business. So Google My Business is the most important property for local businesses right now. It is not a static it's not a static form. It's not a static listing. It is a very dynamic listing, which means that it changes. You need to interact with it. You need to have customers post reviews, ask questions. You need to post on it yourself as a business and letting people know what's going on and what's coming down the pipeline, whether it's promotion, a discount, anything as far as content goes, like short little content pieces about your business and what you do. All of that needs to go on Google My Business, because that right there is one of the most important forms and to-dos, I guess you could call it, to check off, especially if you have a local business, to keep things up to date. It helps you rank in Google, obviously. So it has a lot of helpful things. So make sure that you have either claimed your Google My Business listing already, or create one and update it frequently, just as frequently as you update your Facebook or your Instagram. Post on that, post it, and make sure that your core audience knows what you guys are doing. If there's a discount or a promo coming up, let them know. So that's that. All right. Okay, let's go to the next tip. Data distribution. Okay, data distribution essentially, well, let me put it this way. The way that it works is there's about 4 major data aggregators of the internet. Now, what I mean by that is there's these big companies that essentially take your information, your address, your phone number. I'm talking about the business here, not your personal stuff, but your business website, logos, things like that. All of those things, these companies essentially gather and distribute to various platforms, like the Apple Maps app, Waze app, Yahoo Search, yellowpages.com. So all of these data aggregators essentially gather that information and redistribute it out to the little, it trickles down essentially to the smaller sites. Not smaller because it's like Apple and stuff, but you get what I'm saying. What I can do, let me show you. Let's see. Look at that. Can you share my screen? This is awesome. I'm using StreamYard right now, so make sure this works. Okay, this is listing distribution. These are the 4 data aggregators that I was talking about. So we got Infogroup, Newstar, Factual, and Foursquare. And pretty much what it does is it gathers my company name, address, listing data such as logos, hours of operation, all of that stuff gets listed here. And you want to make sure that it is synced properly, because if it's not, pretty much, let's say if the address was incorrect, well, anything that info group distributes out to will have the incorrect address, which is pretty bad. And especially if it's like something like a phone number, if your phone number is incorrect on any of these data aggregators, then you pretty much will have customers finding you on these little niche websites and calling the wrong phone number, or if you updated your phone number, that type of thing. So, anyways, that is what listing distribution is all about. And you can see it here too on Listing Sync. It's kind of essentially the same thing. It's the same kind of service that we provide. But you could see where your sites are all listed, even Snapchat, Yahoo, Yelp, Yellow Pages. These are just small little examples, but you kind of get the idea. There's a lot of places where your business can be listed, and it may not necessarily be, the correct listing. So make sure that you go into, and there's areas, if you want help with correcting that, or figuring out, where are you listed, where is it incorrect, let me know. And you can go to kaizensigmaco.com, and we'll help set it all up so that it looks like, real nice and pretty. So you only have to update it once through us, and we redistribute it out to all the other platforms. Whoops. All right, there we go. There we go. Ah, sorry, still learning how to use this stuff. Okay, next point. Reviews. Reviews are the most important factors in ranking and selection. So every customer that you have, ask for a review, especially if it's a good one. Obviously, there are going to be some ones that are not positive, but you still need to address that. And the ones that do leave your review, whether it's positive or negative, answer it, answer it, answer it, answer it. I cannot begin to tell you, the amount of clients that we've had where they've been left a positive review, but there's been zero acknowledgement of that. No, thank you. No, hey, thanks for stopping in. Next time you come in, let us know, and we'll talk about this special that we got going on. Those types of things. Just because they left a positive review does not mean you should leave them just hanging. Answer them, acknowledge them. Customers like to be acknowledged, and know that their opinion really does matter, and it really does, especially with local businesses. When people are looking up your business, they want to see what other people have said about it. And again, it goes with the negative too. With the negative reviews, address those, especially if a customer is really, really upset. Obviously, they left a negative review, but at the same time, you can't just leave it there. Other customers will see that negative review and know that you didn't do anything about it. You just kind of left it and said, all right, well, this is negative. What can we do? So address that negative review. Ask the customer, I'm sorry that you've had a less than stellar experience with us. Is there anything that we can do to remedy this? Or, try to reach out to those customers that do leave negative reviews, because it counts. Even just the act of reaching out publicly will show other potential customers that you care. So it's little things like that. Okay, next one. Post to social media at least once a week. Now, there's going to be differing opinions about all of this, which is fine, but pick at least one platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you are the most active. If you can post to all of them, great. We have a tool actually that helps us post to all of the channels simultaneously, just like this live right now. It's going to like 3 Facebook pages and Instagram and all kinds of stuff. I don't know where it's going, but yeah, I'm somewhere. But anyways, yeah, you need to be active on social media. It's just, it's the sign of the times that people and businesses are going more and more towards social media, and they want to know that they are buying from a business that is active on the platforms, not just some random business that posts once a month. You need to be active. They need to see that engagement. They need to see, oh, this business is doing this week, or business XYZ is having a special today only. If you can, and do polls, you can do quizzes, you can ask your audience, your fan base, what they want to see. You can do all types of things just to make it, a very simple post. It doesn't have to be anything overly thought out, just something that engages your audience. So a simple question of, hey, what do you guys want to see next? Or what do you think is the most popular dress this fall? I don't know. I'm going into retail. I don't know why my head's there. But yeah, so anyways, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, try to post once a week if you can to your social media channels, just once. Obviously, the more you post, the better. But if you can only do it once a week, that's the bare minimum. So keep that in mind when you're posting. Okay, next one. Your website. Okay, your website is essentially your online or your virtual storefront. So if you have a brick and mortar, think of your website as the front door to your brick and mortar store. That's where customers are going to go in and land and figure out more about your business, and try to see if they can gather more information about it. So you need to make sure that it is one, it loads fast, because we're all impatient and we all want instant gratitude and we can't wait. So that's, you need to make sure that your website speed is up to date. There's free tools on Google that you can look it up and figure out what your website speed is. And number two, what we've been encouraging clients lately is that they need to make sure that their website is mobile responsive. It is critical that your website is mobile responsive. What I mean by that is, if you can't just take your desktop site and throw it onto your phone and then think that all the pictures are going to render correctly and all the text is going to turn out the same. You'll actually be surprised how different it looks between your desktop site and your mobile site. It's kind of weird, but you have to make sure that your mobile site is optimized properly. If anything, I would say do the mobile site first. If you don't have a website yet, or if your desktop site is kind of bare bones, work on your mobile site first, because all consumers are doing mobile right now. They're going to find out about your business through Facebook or through Google, and most likely they're going to be looking on their phone. So when they land on your website, make sure that it looks correct on their phone. Otherwise, they're going to bounce and you lose that customer for something real simple. So just go through, make sure that your website's mobile friendly, make sure it's responsive so that it adapts to, like, whether they're on a phone, they're on an iPad, a tablet, whatever. So that's what I mean by responsive. All right. Moving right along. Hey, we got people on. Hi, guys. Um, all right. Oh no, I gotta plug in. Oh no, my Mac's gonna go to sleep. I don't have batteries. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm gonna go and get my charger. This is bad. Uh-oh. Always make sure your laptop is charged, people. Hold on. I'll be right back. Go watch the wall. Okay. All right. Let that be to everyone. Going live drains your laptop battery. That's learn something new every day. So, anyways, we still got people watching. Hey, thanks for sticking around. All right. Where were we? Getting right back into it. All right. Okay. Next tip. Video. Video is the most consumed form of content online. People don't like watching static images anymore. People don't like well, it's not that they don't like static images, but because we have attention spans less than goldfish, video and moving pictures tend to catch our attention. So you want to, as much as possible, try to do video and put out content in video format, rather than just, say, a static image of the front of your office building or whatever service you helping out a customer. If you can actually get it to be a video, even just a short snippet or like a GIF, a moving GIF, then all the more reason that it'll be much more engaging for that customer. So video, video is much more engaging than static content is what I'm trying to say. I'm out of breath. 2 seconds. Okay. All right. Next point. Going back to Google My Business, you need to seed the Google My Business page with your frequently asked questions from your audience. So if we look at, let me see here if I can do it. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. Now, in every Google My Business listing, there is this snippet. We call it sandwich. But in there is question and answers. And I need to take my own advice and actually put in questions here myself. But if you go into your Google My Business backend, you can seed these questions and answers with the frequently asked questions from your audience, like how much is this service, or how much does it cost? What are your other services? You know your customers more than anyone, so you know the types of questions that they're going to ask. So make sure that you actually go into your Google My Business backend and kind of seed these questions and answers, so that way you're not fielding these same type of questions over and over when they call the business. So with that being said, just make sure that your questions and answers are seeded properly, and you have at least one or two there, just kind of explaining a little bit more about your services, what you can offer, things like that, or whatever the frequently asked questions from your business is. That all that text counts towards your ranking in Google. So everything to please Google's eyes, just gotta make sure that the Google overlords are happy. All right, let's get back to me. There we are. All right. Next one, custom Facebook audiences. Now, this is a little bit deeper in the tactics, but if you are a little bit familiar with Facebook, in Facebook ads, there is an option where you can actually upload your customer list. And that means their names, their phone numbers, their email addresses, and from that, Facebook will actually build out what they call a custom audience, or a lookalike audience, based on several. It's a really complicated algorithm that they figure out, but basically they'll build out an audience that looks like your audience, your current audience or current customer base. So they'll build out another audience and reach out to them through Facebook ads, through your posts, things like that. So you need to make sure that you utilize Facebook's advertising service and their backend, and using custom lookalike audiences. And it can help you as well with your outreach and your audience targeting and audience research. You'll also see certain criteria and characteristics that you may not have thought about for your current audience. So for future audiences and things like that, Facebook will also suggest, certain characteristics that they might like. Oh, air conditioning turned on. All right, it's hot under these lights. And again, if you want any help with that, or if you think like, hey, Facebook ads, I've never touched it, I don't know what it is, I've just boosted posts and that's pretty much it, and I didn't get anything out of it. They work. Obviously, Facebook ads work. Not boosting, Facebook ads. They work, but they have to be done properly. And if you need help with that, feel free to reach out, kaizensigmaco.com. We'll help you with that. We'll help you set up your account and build out those audiences I was just talking about. All right. Okay. How many do we have? I think that was 9. Is this 9? Okay. All right. So you got to remember that every customer is going to be an advocate for your business, a potential advocate. Now, what I mean by that is that you need to understand that with each customer that you have, that is an opportunity to market to them later. So you have to think about ways that you can increase your lifetime value of a client. Now, what I mean by that is, how do you keep and retain the current customers you have? How do you keep them happy to the point where they're actually advertising and advocating for your business to their friends, to their network? If you provide a great service for someone, they're going to talk about it to somebody, or they're at least going to have you as a potential referral when someone asks, hey, do you know any company that does such and such? Oh yeah. This company over here, I work with them and they do great service. I love the relationship that we have. We've worked with them for however many years or months, and it's been really, really great. I have no complaints about them. You should check them out. Free advertising. You didn't have to pay. Now you got a referral that is way, way easier to sell than like a cold outreach thing. They already know about you a little bit. They've been vetted. They've got that social proof from their other friend that referred you. So now much, much easier to acquire them and much cheaper to acquire that new customer. So you have to really think about the current customers you have and generating the most that you can out of them. Reach out to your previous customers, ask them for reviews, ask them for, if you want to implement a referral program, you can, where you can say things like, hey, Mr. Customer, if you refer two other people to my business and they sign up, I'll give you 10% off your next service with me, or whatever the case is. But yeah, that's just an example. So really think about implementing a referral program if that's something that you want to do as far as the outreach goes. Okay, I think that was 9, but I got one more for those of you that stuck around to the end. So thank you guys very much for sticking around to the end. I really, really do appreciate you all. And let's see. Here we go. Okay, Google guarantee and local service ads. As you can see, Google's kind of taken over, but we already knew that. Anyways, Google guarantee, what is it? Well, it is a beta program right now, but service-based businesses, your HVAC, your movers, your lawyers, real estate agents, all of you people definitely want to pay attention to this section. What the Google guarantee program is, essentially, your company is vetted by Google and backed by Google. So what I mean by that is, if you provide a service to a customer that found you through the Google guarantee program, and that customer was not satisfied with the service that you provided and they complained to Google, Google will actually pay that customer for the service that you did poorly. And they'll pay up to, I believe it's $2,000. So, for example, if you are a locksmith and I called a locksmith through the Google guarantee program, locksmith came out, did a horrible job, I'm unsatisfied, I call Google. I don't call the locksmith, I call Google. Google opens up a case, they don't want any trouble, say, all right, how much was the job? $200. Google pays me that $200 back. And guess what? Your reputation with Google gets shot down. So it's pretty bad. But if you provide good service, obviously, and you back your product and you fully believe your product, then you have no worries. But at the same time, you have to make sure that you are part of this program. We're seeing a lot of that right now with clients. Their traffic, their organic traffic, right? They're listed on the search results of Google as like number 1, 2, and 3, or whatever it is. Their actual organic traffic has actually taken a little bit of a dip in areas where this program is available. Like I said, it's still in beta. But we've seen that our clients have seen their traffic take a little bit of a dip lately because of this program. Now, I'll actually show it to you what it looks like here. If I can get this right. There. All right, so let's say I was looking for a locksmith in San Francisco. Like I said, it's beta and it's in Northern California. Most of these are in Northern California. But this locksmith San Francisco, look at that. Google guaranteed locksmith. So any one of these locksmiths I can call, and if I'm not happy with service, Google will pay me back for whatever service job I call them for. So definitely want to take a look at this. Definitely want to check it out. I'll make a video later kind of going more in depth, but this is essentially what it is. So on that note, I want you to take a look at here. These are the service areas that it covers right now. So appliance, carpet cleaning service, electricians, window cleaners, locksmiths, movers, pet services, blah, 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 blah. Canada too. Canada, it's moving towards that. But this is rolling out pretty heavily lately. And we have a feeling that in 2020, this is going to be quite a game changer, because of the fact that, let me see if this will work. Maybe not. Nope. Yeah. Trying to do something here. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Locksmith, San Francisco. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. See this? It actually sits above the ads and it sits above the local search results. So what does that mean for you guys? That means that before even the organic search results come in, they have to wade through, oops, let me get rid of this. They have to wade through the Google guarantee. They have to wade through the ads. They have to wade through the local service listings. And if you're Google guaranteed, you will also be shown up here too as well. But you want to take up as much real estate as you can when people are searching. So you want to be here, you want to have an ad, and you also want to be listed here too. So that way, you have what, almost 100% of the real estate covered when people search for your business. Now, again, this sits above the ads, this sits above the organic search results, it sits above the local search results. So you definitely want to be in these top 3 spots. Now, with that being said, there's a bit of a what do you call it? A qualifying program qualification program. That's what I'm trying to say, to get to be a part of the Google Ads guarantee, not Google Ads, Google guarantee program. And it's a little bit of a vetting process, pretty simple and straightforward. But it's just something that you want to take a look at, especially if you are one of those businesses that was listed in that list that I just showed you. And if you need any help with it, obviously, go ahead and go to, watch this here. Watch this. This is pretty cool. I just found out I can do this. Ah, look at that. I'm easily entertained. Go to kaizensigmaco.com, kaizensigmaco.com. Set up a time to talk with us. We'll get you straight on any of these tips that we had just gone over right now. If you have any questions about it, feel free to message me there. Feel free to schedule a time to talk with us. Yeah, and then we have tools that'll help you with all of those things that I just discussed, whether it's getting reviews, making sure your website is mobile friendly, helping you claim your Google My Business, all kinds of stuff. Anything that I just discussed, we can definitely help you with. So yeah, go to kaizensigmaco.com. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. I want to thank you all for joining me on this live. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, please like, comment, share this with any local business owners or for whoever that you think would find value in this. And let me know that you liked it. And if you did, I'll be sure to keep cranking these lives out for you. So, all right, that's all I got for today. Hopefully you found some value, and I will talk to you all soon.